asking you, did you open cold with us, or did you come to us after you were already in?
I was in practice.
Okay. So kind of what were some of the issues that you were struggling with that made you give us a call, look us up?
I just wanted, I had a good practice, I have a good practice, but I wanted to grow the practice. And I didn't think that I had the tools to do that. And I heard that Williams was a company, an organization that could possibly help. So I got in touch, and I think it was Bill Nolan. Bill Nolan actually came out to where I practiced. And he went over everything. We looked at all the stats of the practice, and I said I would like to double this in a year or two. And he said, well, Steve, you already have a pretty good sized practice, and it's hard to double something that's already pretty established and pretty good size. And from there, he told me what would be involved as far as a commitment. And I took the entire staff of 10 back to Lincoln for the fast track, and they gave us the tools to move forward. And it was overwhelming, all the stuff that we learned, and it just took time to implement it. And to this day, it's not totally implemented, and that's why we keep coming back. But it's very important to involve the whole staff, and it worked. I think I've been with Williams now for about 12 years, and we've actually quadrupled our production in 12 years. So I can't say enough about the technology that they provide, the support they provide, and the insight they provide, and the tools that they provide. It's just worked wonderfully for us.
Awesome. You actually answered a lot of my other questions without me even having to ask them, so you're on the ball. One thing, I know you said that you quadrupled, or that was that your revenue that?
Our gross production.
Okay. So as far as, were we able to help you with having a better, gross to net ratio, and?
That has kind of been about the same. But that's why we're going to continue with Williams to kind of bolster that net up. And we're just adding another doc to the practice, and they're helping with that. And they help tremendously with marketing the new doc, and we've already seen growth. So look forward for continued growth with the new doc.
Are you comfortable sharing like what you were at when you started versus what you grew to?
Yeah, I was at about 12 years ago. I think we had a staff of 6, and we were grossing about 800,000. Maybe it was 13 years ago. I can't remember. And now we gross a little bit over 3 million, and we have a staff of 10. So our staff has grown and our production has grown. And it's been a great ride.
As far as managing staff, I know we're talking a little bit about it, or a lot about it here at the Summit. So maybe you could share kind of from both sides, what we were able to help with as far as working with staff, managing staff through the executive training and working with your consultants, and then also what you feel like you're getting out of the summit this weekend.
The leadership summit is pretty eye-opening, and I've learned a lot just in the day that I've been here, and it's going to help. Right now we're in the process of bringing more staff members on board, and what I'm learning here is going to be very beneficial, and what I'm learning here is also going to be beneficial in maybe cubby-holing the staff members we have into areas where they might be more productive. And I didn't realize how important that was in order to get the most out of each staff member. Maybe even having to let some staff members go. They might not be happy in their role, and there might not be a spot for them. So continue to learn and grow with all the information that's available through Williams. I just can't say enough about the company.
Awesome. That's what we like to hear. Okay. Okay, so my last question then would just be if you were, and you've probably already answered this somewhat too, but if a doctor gave you a call and they said, you know, we're thinking about hiring Williams Group, what would you say to them?
I kind of share my story, and I've done that several times, and I don't get anything out of this from Williams. I support Williams. I believe in the Williams philosophy. Managing by statistics works, and I simply share my experience, and I would recommend that they pursue it, but do so with the whole staff involved. If you don't involve the staff, it won't work. And it's about delegating. My staff knows so much more about my practice than I do. And it's taking advantage of the opportunity to delegate, give them responsibility, and it's okay for them to fail at tasks. And I tell them that. It's a wonderful program.
And I guess just one thing kind of leading off of that, what would you say to, you know, some of our competitors that try and say that we're cookie cutter, or that we don't really, you know, that we aren't able to customize our approach? Do you feel like Williams Group customizes their approach, like working with your consultant? Do you feel like they, you know, they were able to really kind of dig into what your specific needs were?
Yeah. With the consultants, every question that comes up and every practice is unique, and the questions are unique, and the problems are unique, and the solutions are unique. So it's a very personal, customized relationship. I haven't seen that with other types of management companies. They're kind of generic. We'll help dentists, we'll help MDs, we'll help all health professions. Williams is tailored for optometry. That's what they do, is optometry. And it works, and it is custom, and it does help, and it is unique. And I'm grateful to be a part of the Williams team.
Great. Well, I think that's all I have, unless there's anything you want to add that you feel like you didn't get a chance to.
No, I just appreciate what they provide. It's worth every penny. When I joined Williams, it was kind of pricey, and I was kind of not balking, but somewhat concerned about getting a return on this investment. And I think then, 13 years ago, to bring the whole staff out there and pay for the program was about 10, 13, 14 grand. And we got that back in 3 months and more, and continue to grow. So, been a great program.
Awesome.
Hell of a ride.
We